Welcome once again to Faviola the CEO Hustler, always helping you boss up and rise. If you are looking to start a business, become an interpreter, or maybe you're struggling with your business, this is your go-to place for all of your tools, resources, guidance, and information. In today's episode, I am going to talk to you more with regards to how to run your business in 2020, how to raise your rates, and what you can do to help your business. So if you are an interpreter, translator, over the phone interpreter, or maybe you have a special skill, product, or service and you are struggling to make ends meet, then continue to listen and I will provide you with additional tips, resources, and information so that you are able to boss up and rise. When it comes to raising your rates, you have to come to the understanding that it all comes down to working with direct clients versus working with agencies. Now, working with direct clients, obviously, it's going to take a lot more work from you when it comes to sales and marketing, really understanding the industry in order for you to market to the right clients. Versus when you're working with agencies, as stated before, the agencies are basically doing all of the work for you. They are the ones coming up with all of the costs for sales and marketing. They are the ones that have the higher overhead because they have to obviously pay for employees, pay for subcontractors, and the whole 9 yards. The downfall on that is that when you're working with agencies, you're basically, depending on your skills, your qualifications, and your rates, you can either be right at the top of their list or you can be in the middle or even below their list. The other thing is that when you're working with direct clients, you don't need 100 direct clients in order for you to make a living. For example, you can have maybe 5 good clients that will provide you with the volume that you need. So it is super important with any type of business that you really understand the market, the industry, your sales and marketing strategies, so that you are able to target and market to the right people. So when you're raising your rates, especially in at times, for example, right now with COVID-19, many of you think that, that we are unable or we feel guilty about raising our rates. Well, believe it or not, it depends on the type of industry that you're in. So, for example, interpreters and translators, we are an essential business. Our services are needed throughout different markets. So it's super important that you understand that just because, we are living in these dire times right now, you don't want to oversell your service, undermarket your services, overprice your services. So you kind of have to stay afloat with the way the market is. Now, one of the things that many people, for example, interpreters complain about, that making, for example, $15 per hour working as a phone interpreter, that you're underpaid. Well, during these hard times right now, I think, what would you rather do? Make $15 or make zero money? Now, I know that a lot of the colleagues say, oh, well, you're paying pennies on the dollar, or you're not earning your worth. It all comes down to balancing. Every corporate business has to negotiate rates. Every corporate business, basically evaluates their financials, their overhead. And so, if you're an interpreter or an entrepreneur such as like myself, I'm not going to go charge a small business, $100 an hour when I know that they need the services, but they can't afford the services because of the way the economy is shifting right now. So therefore, I'm willing to decrease my rate, believe it or not, by 50%, but making sure that in your agreement that you're stipulating, just like AT&T, Verizon, all of these big companies, they're bringing down their rates substantially to help us, the consumers. And that's the way that you have to look at it. Now, again, a lot of the colleagues say, no, don't raise your rates, or no, don't lower your rates. Let's stick together and let's continue to market our services at a higher rate. Well, that for me is bad business. I mean, I've been in business for over 20 years, and when the economy crashed, I had to really analyze my business and see what I could do to help my clients, during these difficult and hard times, but also without breaking the bank. In other words, without diminishing or lowering my services so much to where once the economy shifted that, I was going to get this pushback from my clients. And believe it or not, again, I've been in business for so long because I've been willing and able to work with my clients during difficult times, but at the same time being able to stay afloat. So marketing is super important. You need to decide, are you going to market to your direct clients, to agencies? And you have to have a strategic plan that's going to work for both. So one of the things that I realized with my clients is that, offering them the convenience, a pay-as-you-go service, or even a monthly minimum has created this amazing business opportunity for me. So versus charging them, the per minute rate or this high per hour rate, it's just finding different ways to be able to cater to your clients without breaking the bank, without affecting your services, especially right now. You need the income, the clients need the services, so it's a win-win situation. Again, keep in mind that this is temporary, and it is super important that you outline these changes, these temporary changes, into your agreement. So don't just say, okay, well, you know what, I am either lowering my rates or I'm, changing the monthly fees without having it in writing. So the other thing that you also want to do is making sure that you set up your services the right way. If you need additional help, if you have not set your over the phone interpreting services, I invite you to join me to any of my trainings so that we can set you up and get you working. Now, the other thing that I'm always asked, again, what do I need? And how can you help me? Well, first and foremost, you need proficiency. As previously stated, you cannot be an interpreter if you are not proficient in 2 or more languages. 2, if you are going to be providing over-the-phone interpreting services, which I highly recommend right now, especially since many of us are unable to go on site to perform the services. So we need a platform, we need the processes, we need procedures, we need to create a right sales and marketing plan to help you tap into the industry. And the way I can help you is by providing you the training that you need. Also the testing, not only for the language terms, but more importantly, making sure that the systems that you are using or the platform, that it's actually going to work for the services that you're going to be providing, that you are compliant, because many companies out there are not compliant. As you know, Zoom has been hacked one too many times. So many people were using Zoom. So you also have to be HIPAA compliant. You have to make sure that we have the protections in place for the confidentiality, the processes, the procedures. There's so much involved. But more importantly, I will keep you up to date with new laws and regulations to help you be successful with your business. More so now with this COVID-19, things are going to change so drastically that it's super important that you stay afloat with everything that needs to be implemented in your business. And as many of you guys know, and those of you that have been following me, for example, the AB5, that many of you guys thought it wasn't going to impact you here in California, and many of you guys have been stressing, and now adding the COVID-19, it's even a lot more stress. Many of you guys are struggling. So I just want to let you know that there is hope. Keep up the faith. There is a possibility. There is potential for you to be successful in this industry. It's never too late to start and grow a business, even during these hunker down times. I want to thank you for joining me once again on this brief presentation and this mini training to help you start and grow your business. So if you are bilingual, you have a special skill, product or service, and you need help starting, growing, or even deciphering your business, I am your gal. I am here to help you every step of the way. If you need help in setting up your processes and procedures so that you can start earning your worth, start tapping into the over the phone interpreting industry, as well as becoming a virtual assistant or even a bilingual virtual assistant, a voice over IP, or conference interpreter, whatever the case may be, I will help you every step of the way. I will provide you with the steps, the processes, the procedures. I will guide you on where you can find the work, market the services, get the clients that you need so that you can start earning your worth. But more importantly, if you are struggling in renegotiating your rates with your current clients, or maybe the volume decreased because your rates are too high, let's chat. Let's see how I can help you so that you can continue to provide those needed services that our clients need, but more importantly, so that you can continue to start earning your worth. So if you are interested, I put the link here, the introduction to interpreting. My introduction to interpreting basically caters to every sector in the interpreting industry. So whether you're looking into starting your interpreting business, starting an agency, starting your own over-the-phone interpreting services, I will cater the plan specifically for you. So it's super important that you reach out to me. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments. If this helped, like I said, don't be afraid of raising your rates. Don't be afraid of modifying and changing your terms and conditions and being able to run your business in 2020. So don't let this COVID-19 get in the way of you bossing up and rising. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you click the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. Show me some love by liking the video, and I will continue to provide you with additional tips, resources, and information to help you boss up and rise.